Completing establishment of connection. All nodes look like they are stable. No major fluctuations. We are go for data stream. Salutations, wingmates! I hope that you find yourself in a pleasant situation, wherever and whenever you may be. Today, we'll be doing some more Brigador. Now, I've been enjoying this simulation quite a bit, so I would like to continue the campaign and see how much more intense it gets. So far, we've been essentially going through what one would maybe consider a tutorial, and now we're getting into the meat of things. While numerically we have about half the missions left in the campaign, I think that content-wise and player death-wise, this is definitely going to be the more intense part, especially depending on our vehicle choice. So without further ado, let's move on to the simulation room. And here we are. Please let me know if the volume levels need any sort of adjustment. Okay, so let's get right to it. Our next mission is 09, Organ Donor. Contract, removal of 8 target vehicles and personnel. Opposition, moderate Corvid. Okay, so we are fighting the Corvid again. The Corvids are harboring known NEP regime dissidents in a small subdistrict, known only as its City Planning Grid designation, 56C. Though the SNC disagrees with the late Great Leader's plans for the future of Solo Nobre, his blacklist is remarkably close to our own. Remove the command vehicles keeping guard over 56-C, and remove the marked dissidents scattered throughout the crowd. Be wary of irregular warfare tactics from Corvids in crowd situations. Okay, so it looks like our contractor, the SNC, the Solo Nobre concern, which originally possessed Solo Nobre before the Great Leader's ascension. Looks like they also want to make sure that anyone with a bit of free thinking is removed. Very understandable. It's impractical to have dreamers when you're trying to get business done. Oh, mega corporations. Alright, let's begin. Let's go to our loadout. Ah, here we go. Another round that we could have with the treehouse. Costa's treehouse is armed with a Plowman chemical projector and a Koenig 30mm Gatling gun, with an audio kinetic pulse for defense. This loadout is for murdering everyone and everything in sight. Best if piloted aggressively and utilizing height to fire over protective cover. Be careful not to drive through uncorrosive gas, however. So I'm not the biggest fan of the 30mm Gatling, the Koenig. Ah, there we go. It's doesn't have the splash damage that I want, nor does it have the ease of use that certain weapons do, like a howitzer. Hello, Ringo. The treehouse is literally a car trailer sandwiched, or rather, made out of armor of used cars. Yes, we have the basis of tank tracks here. It looks like a tractor, though, considering this radiator grille in the front of the tread set. We have a couple of car tires. We're using car armor as structure, or the carcasses of cars as both structure and armor. This here, the sharp bit on the front, looks like some kind of steam shovel component or something like that. And then we have a minivan for the turret. However, as before I may have mentioned this, I am quite perplexed that the tracks on this tractor base have overlapping road wheels, which if you look at tank development from the mid-20th century onward to the 21st, nobody used overlapping road wheels after a certain point. Nobody used them before the Second World War, really, and nobody since. Although, of course, there are always experimental instances. Hi, Bunzel. Yes, steam shovels in space. Maybe we'll encounter a crane, and then we can wonder how that one is powered in this particular setting. Although likely it is some kind of petrochemical agent. But yes, these road wheels are absolutely awful. For all the Corvid's ingenuity, this is a design nightmare. But maybe that's intentional if Corvids love doing maintenance. It's junkyard rat science. It's all ingenuity and best guesses, and crossing your fingers for good luck. Indeed, indeed. That is definitely what the Corvids do. I do like Costa's helmet though. There, it's very thickly padded, keeping her from bonking her head in the event of a fall or a shake. Ooh, this is a different pilot. Dunsmir's Hadrat is armed with an 88mm cannon and Bonesaw 8mm machine gun. That's a lot of 8s. With EMP grenades for defense. This loadout is a mid-range brawler, but has trouble fighting in open areas. So this is one of the Spacer tanks, and from my understanding, Spacers use this rollerball arrangement that I have never used before. I think this might be interesting to roll with. Literally roll with. I'm sure the 88 is a decent high explosive weapon, since it uses the blue type ammunition, and the 8mm Bonesaw is it's a very average gun, but it's fine for taking out the local mongoose harassing you. So, we've seen Volhard before. This is nothing really to write home about. I'm not feeling an A-grav right now. And Lang, you're a brave Brigador, but I'm not willing to pilot a mongoose. So I think perhaps not the treehouse, but the Hadrat. Yes, the Hadrat. Alright, let's deploy. So, we have to destroy 8 vehicles. I do like this vehicle. It definitely controls very smoothly. I think one of the things I've noticed is on any of the tracked vehicles, be they Loyalist or Corvid, is that when you are on the move and you begin a turn, the tracked vehicles generally slow down since they are, I think, doing rather crude differential track velocity, so they're braking with one of them. This one just kind of rotates its drive spheres. I'm sure they would be a pain to clean. I'm assuming they're being jammed with corpses and dirt right now. Mongoose is the authentic thrill of infantry hopelessly fighting tanks experience. Yes, yes. I think I will play Leng, just when I'm a little more certain about what I'm doing. Okay, so we have some Corvid, some kind of tracked vehicles. Let's give them our 88. There we go. Shouldn't have been attacking the front. Oh. Let me go around the side here. There we go. One shot, one kill that way. Oh, oh, oh! These raincoats are usually friendly, but these... Are they suicide bombers? Corvids, what are you doing? Yeah, I love this drivetrain. The Spacers really know what's up. I would rate that kind of experience closely to the single spinny ball drive train and spider tank. Oh, these are suicide bombers. This is very concerning. I can't hit them worth a damn. Single spinny ball drivetrain tank. I don't think I am aware of that particular design. Oh, let's not get shot here. Alright, we still have plenty of secondary ammunition. Oh, you know what? I think the issue is I haven't seen the single spinny ball yet. I'm sure I'll run into it shortly. Turns on a dime and runs up walls nicely. Ooh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Oh, the bull run. Oh, oops. Well, at least I didn't lose most of my health. Oh, shit. We may have to restart this one. I'm just gonna die. Yep. Single ball, you mean? I mean, it's not in Brigador, but I've seen it used elsewhere. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, some of the context eluded me. Let's move on. Oh, I fired accidentally during the startup. Let's fire off the EMP. Alright. Excellent. Reload. These blasted suicide bombers. Oh. Ooh, that 88 has an interesting type of ammunition. Yeah, I think single ball drives used in fiction are definitely very interesting. I've seen them used very rarely. I've seen mono wheels used much more frequently, as opposed to mono balls. Multi balls, yes. Mono balls, not as much. Oh, these ultra heavies are rather tough. And fire off the EMP grenade. I just hope we can... no. Okay. Good. This is getting tougher, and I'm enjoying it. Alright, let's bull rush this. There's a mostly abandoned game that lets you build tanks like that. Oh, do you know the name? That does look interesting. Oh, and that dissident was a civilian. Or at least an infantry. I have not seen one of those before. Alright, let's get some overshield. So we have an energy weapon station here. Oh no, a artillery weapon station. So let's see. Out of environmental factors, we do have this pipework here that we could use to our advantage. And we now have our EMP grenade recharge, so let's use both of those. Let's back up. We still have shields. Well, let's blow it. Well, that wasn't as effective as I would have hoped, but okay. Let's hide in the trees. And fire off an EMP grenade. Alright, let's just keep shooting. At this point, alpha damage is all that matters. Damn, those tree houses. I'm very low on armor. This may be a scenario tougher than I anticipated, and I am also approaching it incorrectly. I should be using Bull Rush more. There we go. Gotta get that mongoose. Okay, excellent. And monoballs are still a pain to fight even with spider tank legs. Oh, interesting. So, is sort of the monoball the optimal design in that particular game? Gear up. I am certainly geared up, although damaged. Hello, Mundo. The life goes, the mercenary life is, ill-fitting of me to some extent, but I am adapting. Sometimes a spacer needs to make a little bit of money on the side, and wherever there is no jump net node, you're essentially free to do whatever you want, as long as no one can bring back the evidence. Once you're out of wormhole range, it doesn't matter. Let's see if we EMP'd anyone successfully. There's just so many suicide codes. Yes, I'm quite surprised. They bull rush before this armor goes away. Or this overshield goes away. The old game is gear up. Oh, I see. Spider and Monoball are the optimal tread designs of the game. I'm surprised the spider legs are one of the optimal designs. Oh, we are almost out of 88. Okay, so 2 of the dissidents are just are raincoats. So this should be trivial. Actually, 3 of them. I'm just gonna bull rush them. EMP. And that's the last of our 88 mongooses. Gonna have to bull rush them. Please. There we go. Alright. 1 health left, and 16 hard shield. Hover treads aren't great. Spider legs let you hang from the walls and ceilings. Okay, well if it's a game breaker mechanic like that, or not a game breaker, but a game changer like that, I can absolutely see why they would be preferable. And if the monoballs also allow you to crawl through the ceiling, that is also fantastic. Alright, let's reload our primary ammunition. If you can hang from the ceiling, that fundamentally changes the nature of warfare. Alright, let's crush this little dissident. Alright, 2 more captains. One of them is a dissident, and the other may be a vehicle, in which case... and I blew myself up anyways. Honorable can't hang from the ceiling, but there aren't many ceilings in the game anyways. Yeah, I wouldn't call those treads, but perhaps just a means of locomotion. Alright, let's be a little smarter about this. Let's use our EMP pulse to disable these tracked units here. One has woken up. Firing into the side of the hull. Got him. And shooting to the side. Excellent. And more ammunition reserves. Let's get this dissident. Come here. Come here. There we go. Shredded. Treads. Well, if you're a form anarchist. Oh, yes, yes. So it would be the axis of treads, or the alignment chart of treads would probably consist of, yes, form. And what is the other axis that is usually used for those? So if I look at sandwich, it's form, and it's like structural purity and... Oh, structural purist versus, oh goodness, what's the term right now? I'm blanking on it. Having to balance memes with combat. Okay. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Here comes the treehouse. Let's back up into this favela. The civilians will provide us with cover. So, another civilian dissident with 2 treehouse dissidents. Alright, let's charge up our EMP and bull rush into position. There we go. There we go, there we go. Keep shooting, keep shooting. There we are. Swing the turret, bull rush. Bull rush out of position, get the walker. Alright, we are down to 9 rounds of ammunition. Alright, excellent, excellent. That was done with far less damage than previously. Ah, yes, ingredient versus structure. So what are the 2 big factors of a armored vehicle's, I suppose, locomotive capabilities? Maybe it's not so much, so I guess there's... No, this is not armored vehicles, this is tanks, specifically. Because I think if you just call it armored vehicles, it could be any darn thing out there. Alright, let's blow up this orbital gun before we do anything else. So what would the 2 axes be? So a tank is still a tank, even if it has something other than tracks, I suppose, is what we're going for here. We could call it a spider tank. But maybe some would argue that a battle mech, which is ostensibly humanoid, can also be considered a tank, but a tank on legs. So that would perhaps be the... So we have the locomotion axis, or locomotion, I suppose, purity, which goes from tracks to perhaps something alternative like mono wheels, and then moves on to abstractions like treads. And then we have, I suppose, the chassis axis, which goes from the standard boxy structure to something like a humanoid torso. No, that might not be the most appropriate set of guidelines. I don't know, wingmates. Do you have any axes ideas? Let's use an EMP charge for this. I'm not willing to put up with potential armor loss. Alright, let's bust this here. I wish I had something a little harder hitting than the 8mm. Let's wait till these mongooses get closer. There we go. Got him. And I blew up my ammunition. Unfortunate. I only have 7. Ah, there's heavy ammo right there. Let's barge through here and pick up some ammunition. Me. I'm a bipedal flesh tank. Yeah, you're quite on the chaotic side of all of the alignments due to your lack of boxy armored chassis, in addition to your lack of treads. But why not? You certainly are a fleshy tank. especially if you're yoked, as they say. Or perhaps you have some kind of genetic modification, like the various morphs out there. Man, if you've seen some of them on the worlds they live on, they do not look human anymore. Unrecognizable and genetically distinct. Some even claim they aren't human, which, practically speaking, that may be the case. I look forward to your tank definition chart later on. I may have to put some academic thought into that, simply because there's, ooh, nice long-range shot, and all of the captains are dead. Let's check out the rest of the orbital guns. And all the other equipment here. A Dalek is a hover tank. Yes, I would say it has a neutral purity of chassis and a neutral purity of locomotion relative to it being a tank. Come on, orbital gun. There we go. Let's clean up this sector. More structural damage. Ah, yes, the substation. Bull rush that. Should have gone for that first, but I don't have an overworld map. And we have 4 depots that we could blow up. Let's do that for the bonus monies. The Dalek has a turret and a periscope anyway. I would say that yeah, 3 tiers for any kind of alignment chart is honestly, I find it to always be a bit of a, it lacks the granularity necessary to truly explain how something works. So in almost all cases, I don't like a 3x3 alignment chart. I do prefer something with a little more detail. So the Dalek, definitely structurally it is close to a tank, or close enough. But the locomotion certainly puts it off quite a ways. Alright, we are done here. We've accomplished every objective possible, and we've made a fair amount of dosh. To begin with, the tankness of the word tank was originally disguising the vehicle officially as a water tank, as in a reservoir-barreled tub thing. Yes. Oh good, we've made $4.26 million. Excellent. Alright. Yes, that was quite fascinating. But it's an appropriate, short, and fitting word. I'm sure if the code name was something longer, like a cistern, that's also a water carrier, but it's far too long, it's got too many S's, but tank. It has 2 hard consonants sandwiching just a very simple sound. And I think that gives it a lasting power. Even if it may not be the most appropriate thing. But I suppose it is also thematically appropriate. It's a container just full of angry men rather than water. But angry men are mostly water to begin with, so it is angry water, but animated. Crunchy phonetics, indeed. Crunchy is a great way to describe that word. Alright, let's take a look at this next mission. Number 10, Glory Box. Oh, cheeky. Contract, removal of opposition, greater than 70%. Opposition, moderate spacer. Oh, this is the first time I think we are encountering spacer forces. Despite coordinating many of tonight's efforts with spacer detachments, we now have a special request from a client to retake his home district, a small suburban enclave known as Godwin Model Living Homes. Despite being offered several informational articles for purchase about the damage a Brigador visiting his home district is likely to entail, he's adamant that the spacers are removed. Our client's desires are one and the same with the interests of the SNC. Remove the spacer detachment. Ah, so a rather wealthy resident who is simply able to hire an off-world corporation and also able to access these off-world communication systems, they want their home back. I wonder what these spacers are doing in such a district. I would imagine they would find such quaint residences not to their liking. Or maybe they're laughing at it. Going inside and sitting on the furniture and making a mockery of the residents. Alright. I am not sure if I've seen this one before, the Huss. Graf's Huss is armed with a Bishop 140mm cannon and an Atomo 20 megawatt laser, with a smoke projector for defense. I do enjoy the smoke projector. This loadout is a brawler, extremely loud, extremely high single target damage, and area of effect damage. Once the battle starts, it won't end until one side is dead. Wonderful. It is indeed an Agrav, no treads on that. That's another Agrav. We've seen the Rounder before, but it's the Spacer, a mercenary. We have a Fork. I have not seen the Fork before, nor the Sleepwalker. Spacer detachment. Well, you see, these are of a different, I suppose, culture. In general, the word Spacer does not actually have that much clout. It's simply a way of describing someone who lives in orbit or in the void or in space for most of their life. Typically, if you live more than half your life in space, you could be called Spacer. Although generally, you want that to be around 75% to really have a quote-unquote claim. Yes, Bunzel, Earthling versus Spacer. Or I suppose Terran or Ground Dweller. Depending on the world you live on, there are other terms. Death Worlder, if you live on a hellscape. Almost every colonial sphere has its own distinct term, but at least in the translation to Ancient Terran, Spacer is an appropriate pronunciation. Or an appropriate word. Alright, we've done the Rounder. Let's see. Nebot's Fork is armed with a Gutterball 160mm howitzer and Parliament 76mm cannon. Oh wow, very heavy cannon armament. A high arc trajectory and a flat shooter, with EMP grenades for defense. This loadout is suited to hit-and-run tactics, highly mobile, and able to fire over and through walls for excellent single-target damage. Will have trouble if overrun, but effective use of EMP grenades and mobility will prevent that. Okay, this seems like a decent machine, and it's a bit harder than using any of the more armored vehicles. Although, technically, the Rounder has more hard shield, but has the same hull as the Fork. And they're kind of evenly matched in some sense, although the Huss has very... Yeah, these all have low rate of fire. Except for this. Spacer Caponin. Spacer Caponin's Sleepwalker is armed with a Disco, 7 megawatt laser, and Black Hand Irradiator, gamma ray weapon, with active camouflage for defense. This loadout is a highly mobile, silent assassin. The Disco excels against shields, but is poor against armor, while the Black Hand excels against armor, but ineffective against shielding. That seems to be a typo. Kill targets before they know you're there, avoid open fights, and don't let the alarm sound. So this one also has active camouflage, which means if things go haywire, you will have to be very careful. You don't have long. This is a very top-heavy design. Is that an ammo feed coming down? Oh goodness. Or is the pilot sitting in that coffin? Oof. And of course it has the slightly reverse kneed limbs. Spacers really have a flavor for that. Okay, I'm not gonna go with the Haas. I have not used the Archer before, but let's go with the Fork. So we have an artillery weapon and a somewhat medium caliber secondary gun. Oh, this is quite fast. And we will have to use that EMP to our advantage, since we have to clear out 70% of the forces. Orbital gun. Let's see if we can distract these guys by using our howitzer to arc over to the orbital gun. So the spotter has spotted me. That howitzer is very slow to fire. Let's get some overshield here. Excellent. So we did distract them. However, they are alarmed regardless. Let's use our EMP to advantage here. I'm just gonna stomp this guy to death. Oh, it appears we've been forced to mouse hole anyways. That was not a mouse hole, that was more of a bear hole, much bigger than I wanted. Oh, no. Stomp. Cannon. Darn these spotters. And the alarm is up. Why are they not shooting? This is giving me conniptions. There's too much motion. When is my EMP charge going to be ready? I don't think the homeowner who wanted his district back is going to get his district back, unfortunately. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh my, oh my. I need to learn how to lead this howitzer a little bit better. Oh goodness. Oh, my hull, my hull. EMP charge. Okay, come on, howitzer, reload. Oh, what a slow-firing weapon. Oh. Not good. Okay, so this is very clearly a map where I want to be careful, and this loadout is going to be difficult with it. Ooh, okay. So the Fork's primary fire is incredibly powerful, but it is very hard to use during mobile warfare. I may actually want to use the Sleepwalker instead. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so we have a spotter here. I do not want to trigger the alarm. So let's do a bit of a mouse hole. Punch through just quickly, and then laser the spotter and engage active camouflage. Okay, okay, okay. Here we go. These Spacer A-Gravs are very irritating. However, they do not have a turret, rather they have a fixed forward gun, which renders them rather vulnerable. Okay, so both types of our ammunition are energy, so we will have to find a red depot. Oh, what is this here? Oh, spotter. Excellent. Okay, these direct fire weapons are fantastic for assassination. I believe that is a shield bus. Okay, here we go. And they're fairly quiet compared to the howitzer. And rather energy efficient. I do like this. I do like this vehicle. Alright. The walking corpse, the walking tombstone aesthetic is also rather pleasant. This is much more my speed. Rapid fire. So this is a serious issue. I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna destroy the substation first things first. Let's turn on our stealth and sneak into there because I don't know where the nearest spotter is. And there is an enemy right there. Oh. Blasted hover drone. Excellent. So let's destroy these substations. Okay, both substations are destroyed. There is one comm tower in the vicinity somewhere. I would like to get rid of that if possible. So there are two hover tanks here. I'm gonna lure them in separately. Alright, excellent. Pick them off one by one. And I think I will also kite this one at range. He has no hard shields enabled, so we'll only fire the Black Hand. Although we are out of range. So let me turn on active camouflage, which is currently on cooldown. Let's just rush in. There we go. Black Hand was more than adequate for that. Unfortunate, this is artillery. Alright, let's punch a hole through this hedge. Over the hedge. Technically through it, though. So we have... So we have hovercraft here that I would like to avoid. Excellent, we were out of line of sight. Oh, interesting. Who is this civilian? Seems like everybody else was evacuated. Alright, we've been heard, and we are about to be spotted. However, the alert did not go out, luckily. Let's use our camouflage and sneak away a little bit here. And simply stomp on these spotters. Okay. So we have eluded that particular pursuit. Excellent. We'll come back to it. Ninja vanish. Yes. Smoke bomb, indeed. I do like smokescreen, but the active camouflage is definitely very effective. The smoke grenade, however, does recharge significantly faster. I do appreciate that the level designers made this level very good for stealth play, especially with this particular setup. So I want to be as far away as possible from these others so that I don't trigger them with a source of sound. Oh, well, they're triggered regardless. Excellent. So there is a archer here. No, not an archer. What was the designation for that? Now that is a different spacer tank. It is not the hover tank I have seen before. And we have a spotter here. So I'm gonna save this for later, because there's a chance of me triggering the spotter. Oh, more tanks. Okay, this is definitely a situation where you have to be careful. So I'm gonna let this guy get close. Ooh, oh my, okay. So I'm gonna activate cloak. Destroy the spotter and just run away. Use my speed to my advantage. Ah, he had shield, but I'm not going back. They're all kited there. So let's swing around and let them cool off a little bit. In the meantime, I hope to find the correct type of ammunition for my weapons. Just in case, although we are topping off very well due to the ammunition efficiency. Hello, Magical Girl Syrup. Good to see you here in the convoy. I am doing quite well myself, enjoying a bit of Brigador as a break from the preparation that I've been doing to fight against the Seraphim. I am slated to engage in a combat simulation of that particular conflict with Melchior and Alaric. I'm looking forward to that, but training is difficult. You want to be at your best performance when the fate of humanity united is in your hands. How are you doing this evening? Or this time of day, whatever it may be for you. Oh, wonderful. I certainly hope that, oh boy. Oh, this is, let's not get to Hull, let's not get to Hull, and we did not get to Hull. Thank you for heavy overshield. Oh, okay. One-on-one, we can do this. We are burning through ammunition here. Good to hear that you're fine, magical girl syrup. Ah, hello, Melchior. Good to see you. Are you also taking a bit of a reprieve from your battle simulation? Well, you see, my simulated environment does actually have times. When I'm on world, I definitely enjoy the difference between night and day. So I'd like to replicate that in my digital world if I can. It does help stay a little bit more sane. Ah, no, you are not running away. Oh, I see you're going around this way. Come here, shield boy. Aha! You can't hit me when I'm literally walking atop you. Ha 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 ha! Civilian housing, the only camouflage you need. When you look like a shrubbery, no one can find you. Let's let them cool down a little bit here. But yes, evening is something I enjoy. Sunset on any world is my favorite time. Although it is a little strange when you have a binary or greater star system. Especially one with the more complicated patterns of star orbits. For example, if you have two binary stars orbiting a common center, a common berry center, and you're in a world orbiting that berry center. So you have 4 suns, all in different alignments. So while your planet does rotate, and that's if your planet rotates akin to the ancient Terra, the axes may sometimes be very strange. Sometimes you have the axis oriented in a direction that is most unfortunate. Let's knock the shields down first. And now we use the black hand. There we go. A little bit of finesse there. Some worlds, especially those orbiting something like a star, which is orbited by another star, have a very difficult situation with sunsets, depending on the distance from the sun and the particular magnitude of the sun in question. There we go. That one has a hard shield, so I will use that weapon, followed by the black hand. Oh my. This is, once again, a rather hot environment, but we will use our speed to stealth. Stealth to our advantage. I need that shield. Okay. Our ammunition reserves are starting to run a little bit low. However, I do want... Oh, there it is. We have ammunition here. Let me crush through the building till I'm within resupply radius. Thank you, Ringo. I think this is still amateur play, especially considering I'm firing on their frontal armor and not their more vulnerable flanks. But sometimes it is a little difficult to get the finesse right. Oh, stealth. I will let them come around, and then I will punch through the bushes. Although, I don't think this plan will go the way I want it to. Alright, what are you going to do? Oh no, they have simply... There we go, and a nice stomp as a... instead of a misery cord to the throat. If that is how you pronounce the name of that particular knife. What an interesting design. Okay. There is a spotter here. I will let the spotter come to me. Annihilated. The Black Hand is very effective in these tight quarters, since it simply sprays gamma radiation everywhere. This neighborhood is completely unsaleable. Everything here is irradiated. I want a full completion. I definitely do. And I think we are almost clear. Let's resupply ammunition. Ah, I see. We have a spotter and some more spacer tanks. These houses do look expensive, but they're awfully bunched together. And these lawns have no variety in their design. Ooh, that's excellent overshield. I can afford to be quite aggressive with that. Spotter. There we go. Reload ammunition. Stomp. I did not intend to stomp. And we go stealth. Please donate your shields to me, victim. Peekaboo! I see you. Ammunition. When you're Karen in your neighborhood association, the neighborhood's lawns are your oyster. Ah, yes, the legendary Karen. I believe that particular template of Terran is no longer produced even by the most warlike of worlds. But the Karen in their time was a force to be feared, from my understanding. The archival data is somewhat incomplete. Oh, so many yellowcoats. Let's fire off the grazer. Oh, horrific. But It pays the bills. No lawn shall distinguish itself unrightly. I am Karen, destroyer of property values. Apologies to anyone with the name Karen. It really is unpleasant that your particular nomenclature has become associated with such a unpleasant archetype. Alright, let's find our exit. We have cleared out everything but the depots, and I'm not gonna bother with that. Our exit is to this direction here, the lower right corner. Squish the houses, woo! Hi, Alaric. Yes. Although that may take a little too long with the with this particular mech. Okay, I think that was a slightly more coherent operation than usual. 11. Inch of dust. Contract. Removal of 4 target statuary. Opposition. Moderate Corvid. Nobrians are proving more resistant to the present SNC economic restructuring than expected. The SNC has selected 4 statues of Great Leader for removal from the Vorabay necropolis for its potentially heightened psychological effect on the local population. Remove the statues, any of the usual targets of opportunity, orbital guns, depots, substations, and comm stations. You will of course be compensated for as well. Excellent. So we are currently engaging in some psychological warfare against the very people of Solenobre. I don't know how I feel about this, but depending on the pilot we pick, we may have very different feelings. Squishing houses is like munching on peanut brittle for armor vehicles. Oh yes, the satisfying crunch of timber, of tile, of the income and time and effort of less fortunate people. Yes, that is just as satisfying as breaking open some peanut brittle. Or not breaking open, but rather cracking. Hi, Sir Dreener. How are you this fine evening? Or, I keep saying evening. This simulation is currently on its evening cycle. But, how are you in general? Hello, Tamaro. Yes, Aripie is smug. She looks at me, and upon my primitive technology. Oh ho ho, look. Spacer. He still does not have anti-gravity fields. He still has to use an acceleration tank. Oh, goodness. Oh, good to hear, Sardriner. I am well myself. I am enjoying Brigador now that it is getting a little more bloody and challenging. It's, that's, I think, when these games start taking off. Oh, the van again. No, I'm not using the van. I love the horn on it, but I don't like the vehicle itself. Crisp as a cucumber, I see, Spacer. Well, maybe a little less crisp, more of a pickle. But, that's how it goes sometimes. Dipping peanut brittle in Spacer's pickle juice. It is not pickle juice. It is acceleration fluid, and I will not have it called just pickle juice. It costs far more than Vlasic pickle juice, which is not a sponsor of this particular data stream. Okay, I admit, Metastar acceleration fluid is very cheap. It is very cheap. But I cannot afford the purple stuff. Orbital Research Armaments Corporation, for all the crap I give them for their practices, they make the best acceleration fluid on the market. It does not eat your skin away as readily. You do not feel like vomiting when you smell it, initially at least. And it's the viscosity, it's perfect. But those are just my dreams. Don't bully his lime jello tank. If you don't want to be bullied, cancel the collab, Pickle Boy. Oh, a preemptive threat? I thought we were supposed to be allies. Your banter will be the end of me, Melchior. It will be the end of me. I will have to be stoic and silent and let my stern eyes do the talking. Alright. Ah yes, we have Pinho again with his crazy mono-track cannon-armed buggy here. Not buggy, I guess monotrack is the most appropriate term. We have the Turo. Piers. You know, I miss Piers. Let's play as Piers. Because we use the Broodmare, which is an ultra heavy. And the ultra heavy is a little too easy. So let's go with Piers. I miss him. Alright, let's blow up some statues. Okay. Man, every time I come here, they're bullying me about pickles or other preserved vegetables. Well, so far it's mostly been pickles. Oh, this is a beautiful map. Look at these vines. This necropolis is... fantastic. I'm just gonna admire this for a minute before I begin trampling over the dead. Tread bike, rare sight. Yes, yes, it's quite an insane design. I don't think anyone with sanity is willing to run a tread bike. Let's explore this a little bit here. All the targets are to the south, but there may be something of value here, and we're looking for blue and green ammo types. I'm betting someone is trying to draw Spacer's family tree, and they're just putting different brands of pickles in the tree. So what do we have? We have Vlasic. What other 20th and 21st century brands of pickles and other such things are there? I know that Trader Joe's was a store with many... Oh no, howitzer inbound on a grab. There we go. Spotter. Oh, that is straight up a tower. Oh goodness. Oh, I have been spotted. Stomp. Give me those shields. Oh, no, no, no. I have made an error. I am almost out of hull. Alright, okay. Smoke projector. Break contact. Come to me. Come to me. I am too close to an orbital gun. I need smoke. I need smoke. I need smoke. I need more smoke. Oh, and there's a tree house. I am down to 29. And I have 1 round left for the Abbott. Oh no, oh no. Moving on, we are gone. Okay, so this is definitively much more challenging than I expected, even with the Turo. Ooh. Single tread bikes, wicked rides. Yes, I would like to ride one day. Perhaps I would like to build one. I could ask to have my my local universal fabricator construct one for me. Although it would be quite expensive. Pickle Guys, Yeehaw Pickle Company Co., Van Holten's, Vlasic, Kosher Dill, Spears, Pickles, Epic Pickles, Mount Olive, Kosher, Dill, Spears. Oh my, I am sure that I have activated someone's MK Ultra programming, if that is still being done to this day. I apologize for any sleeper agent triggers out there. No-name baby dills are among the best pickles. Ah, yes. The house brand dills. An excellent choice. The numbers, what do they mean? I do not know, and I do not wish to know, because if I do know, that means I am already in trouble. Okay, so let's be far more careful this time. There, unfortunately, does not appear to be an alarm structure on this map, so I'm simply going to hug the border here. And let's do some environmental destruction. Okay, so we have a spotter. Numbers, the numbers. Okay. But who is spotting the spotter? That is literally a street lamp. Oh my, no, you do not see me. You do not see me. And if you do, I will stomp you. There's nothing to see, it's just a Turo. So I think we're gonna have to mouse hole into the cover. So let's make a little hole where no one else will make it for us. Quickly before the oddball towers. Ah, the howitzer. Too loud. Smoke screen. Uh-oh. Hover, A-grabs, A-grabs. Ah. I'm just gonna pull the trigger of the autocannon and not stop pulling that trigger. Nope. Smoke. Separate me from your sight. No, 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 no. No. Nope. Calling the alarm. Oh, okay. We are safe for the moment. I want that bit of shield. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Ooh, this simulation is beginning to challenge me, and I'm really enjoying that. Look at these fantastic sprites, this voxel work, or these mausoleums. I would love to walk amongst these. One of the things that has happened with the colonization of various worlds is that the tradition of burying your dead has become somewhat antiquated. Usually there is no time or space for that. So either it is the bodies are recycled, or they are unceremoniously cremated if there is a ritual. But depending, some cultures are much more about the practicality, so reclamation tends to happen quite often. Alright, let's get some ammunition for our autocannon. And let's fire off another smoke screen to separate ourselves. We need to get that spotter pronto. Keep running and keep shooting. Keep running and keep shooting. Come on, cannon. Zig and zag. Zig and zag. If you chant it, your fingers will do it. Oh, no, I am out of primary. I only have my autocannon. Oh, I think we have failed this one. Yeah. Okay, that is actually this one may be a little bit too difficult to do. It may just have to be a statue destruction run. Oh. Aniwa, you're watching from bed. Oh, please, do go to sleep. Get some excellent hibernation. I will do my best in your honor. Yes, and funerals love to get expensive. Week-long ones will bleed the wallet almost as bad as a traditional wedding. Really, huh? That must be a 21st century thing. At this point, it is rather cheap to incinerate waste in the with fusion power so readily available. That is, if you have access to a fusion reactor. Just the waste heat alone is enough to fry most refuse. Of course, this is typically for a large reactor. Alright, let's try the Turo again. I do like the smokescreen. Excellent. Let us engage. You wonder if the era of post-colonization means that funerals are just an exercise in vanities for certain families. Yes, some of the ritual burials or funerals, well, perhaps they are not. There are many different cultures in the myriad worlds out there. Some of whose rituals are simply hidden from the understanding of someone from, for example, the Far Suns Coalition. Sometimes the barrier is too great, especially that of the cyborgs and some of the gene morphs. They have an understanding that is somewhat different, both spiritually and culturally. So it is not always the wealthy who indulge in funerals. For some cultures, it is the norm. But I speak mostly from the perspective of a citizen of the Far Suns Coalition. Okay, so there are a lot of spotters here. I think I will try to utilize less of the howitzer, simply because it is very loud. Okay, let's try to be a bit more sneaky here. I just need to get the spotters. Ah, tuk-tuks! Tuk-tuks have betrayed my position. So let's pick off all of these spotters. Excellent, excellent. Tuk-tuks are the most powerful. Yes, when equipped with a black hand and the electric discharge machine gun, tuk-tuks become a force to be reckoned with. There we go. And also, a tuk-tuk is very dangerous if it is a spotter tuk-tuk. Let's use the howitzer here. 14 rounds left. I really want that shield. Alright. There's one statue of Great Leader. Shield truck. Excellent. Oh, fantastic. I definitely needed that boost. Spacer is always blindsided by the suicidal thrill rides. Oh, I would love to go on a joyride with a tuk-tuk. But unfortunately, the scenarios do not provide me with that option. And here comes one. Speak of the devil and he will tuk. No, no, no. No spotting. No, no, no. No, no. You wily little squirrel. Okay, that is a very heavy vehicle and I'm moving out of position. Smokescreen deployed. Let's stomp this statue of Great Leader. One objective down. Come here, Agrav. Have a little stomp. Need to pull away, need to pull away. Smokescreen is almost recharged. Oh, goodness. That is a lot of tree houses. Hide behind the smokescreen. Push through. Keep firing the howitzer. That is a bulldozer. Or a killdozer. Good shielding. I need that. Spotter, spotter, spotter. We are out of howitzer munitions. Spotter. I need that munition. I need that munition. No, this is too hot. Light mechs, light mechs. Stomp. Smokescreen out. Treehouse. Need to pull out of effective range. We are losing hull. Smokescreen is not yet recharged. We are down to 90 hull. We have 87 autocannon munition and 0 primary. This is not good. Tree houses are distracted though. Okay, we may have to focus entirely on getting the Great Leader statues. No! White coats, or yellow coats, do not report me. Do not report me to the Corvids. Okay, so we have heavy ammunition here. This is what I need, and it looks like the Corvids are distracted for the time being. Excellent. Let's refill our ammunition. And be... Oh, no, 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 no. That is the opposite of sneaky about it. We are down to 8 health. That was not worth it. This is very bad. At least we have howitzer munitions now. And as expected of country-grown vegetables. Alright. Let's try the Turo again. Maybe an approach... No, I do like the perimeter approach. Take out the spotters. Yes, that is a bit of an ancient statement. Fallen into disregard. How noisy are those infantry suits and bikes anyways? Fairly quiet, relatively speaking. Compared to anything like the Turo. The noise signature of any kind of large bot or large mech will be far greater, especially if I pull off a stomp. The autocannon is definitely quieter as a weapon. If I pull out the howitzer, I'm in deep trouble again. Not that I'm not in deep trouble already. I need to break line of sight with these. Let me fire off. I think I'll be able to break line of sight just like this. Let's not get too cozy with the orbital gun, however. It's going to explode in that event. Alright, here we have a shield truck. I think an overshield would be nice. This is a nice overshield. Okay. We need that Okay, his flank is exposed. Let's use the autocannon. Perfect. That orbital gun is about to go ballistic. Ooh, ammunition. So you absolutely, unless you have a ultra class, it is definitely much harder to charge in these later scenarios. Alright, let's use this wall to our advantage so we can then bring the camera over and take a look. So we have these two officers. Those are ultra class platforms. I do not know, and a treehouse. I'm not sure I could take them on. Okay, where's the spotter tuk-tuk going to go? I'm gonna back away, and hopefully he will make his way in this direction. Let me see if I can attract them with a bit of gunfire. That did not attract the tuk-tuk, but it did attract the killdozer. So let's flank the killdozer. Let's smoke, and now that the killdozer is blinded, we can autocannon it from the rear. Oh. Oh, here we go. We have a problem. So they were kited into my previous position, so I will use smoke to break line of sight, hopefully. Okay, so this is where the ammunition I want is. Another statue of great leader. Oh! A-gravs. Let's just keep shooting at range. We have plenty of autocannon munitions. We are no longer stealthy. Let's use some smoke. Oh, this one has shields. I definitely want to recover some overshield. Please donate your shields to my worthy cause. Yes, 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 yes. Nope. Heavy platform. We're going to reverse course and go back to where we came from. Can you long-range autocannon the statue? I think I can. That's a good idea, Bunzel. Let's see if we can get this ultra-heavy. We got the ultra-heavy. Come on, A-grav. We are running low on primary munitions. Let's make each shot count. Alright, we added a little more, and we got a bit of shield. Okay, this is we're doing a lot better than we were last time. The headlights on the vehicle do not turn off. At least I'm not aware of a way to do so. There we go. Oh, that is a nice horn on the Turo. No. You will not spot me. There we go. Bit of howitzer fire. Ooh, I need to do that pickup. Oh boy. Okay, this is... Oh! Dodge and weave, dodge and weave. Okay, we have 2 more howitzer rounds. We're gonna have to rely on the autocannon, however, primarily, since we get the most ammunition for it. Boat horn, yes. And that attracted everybody. I ain't afraid of you, Corvids. Alright, another great leader statue down. Let's get that shielding. Oh, another heavy. Let's use our range, and let's use a smoke screen to allow him to expose his flank to us. There we go. Excellent. Smoke screen is 10 seconds away. Let's recover some autocannon munitions, even though we're almost topped off. Actually, this will be okay. Let's go into the center of the map. And we did... Oh! Somebody has artillery. Or at least a cannon. Oh yes, the treehouse. The treehouse is still alive. I need that shielding. Mongoose. Very small power suit. Oh. Far too heavy for me. Smoke away. Let's destroy this statue. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Fire off some smoke. Oh, and a spotter. Ooh. Wow, this mission is something else. I will say that. Let's get some more primary munitions. And I've attracted the attention of some more of these aggressive tuk-tuks. They're at my doorstep. Let us destroy them. Here we go, here we go. Just a few autocannon shells. It's just a matter of landing the shells themselves. And the treehouse. Oh, that is quite the armored assortment. 2 treehouses and 2 of these crane vehicles. I'm not quite sure what their designation is, including a spotter. We're just going to pull away. And hopefully break contact with them. Alright, excellent. So the statues of Great Leader must be inside of this necropolis, since I've been pacing the perimeter of the necropolis. So here's something I think I could handle, is this particular heavy. Oh, and he's still supported by a treehouse. Let's see if I can kite them a little bit. That was a mistake. I did not realize that vehicle had a howitzer. Smoke and get the flank. Ah, no. Ooh. Goodness. Okay. Just need more finesse. Head grab indeed. Okay. We're gonna go for the statues. I keep saying we're gonna go for the statues, but then I go for the officers. Sometimes violence is not the answer, and I'm learning that lesson right now. I'm solving many problems with violence, but too much violence is too much of a good thing. No, no spotting, no spotting. No, 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 no. Did not lead the target. Those tuk-tuks are definitely very maneuverable. Alright, they have spotted me. There's a shield truck. Violence isn't always the answer, but it is often a compelling default solution. I agree with that sentiment. Okay. Let's top off our autocannon. I don't know when the next time I will be able to swing around. Blasted A grabs. Spotter, spotter. There we go. Treehouse. No thank you, no thank you. Walking backwards. But because that is the best way to have your armor face forward. Alright, losing armor, that's okay. Losing armor, but gaining a friend. Oh, I think this might be another loss. We have more shield than armor now. Alright, there's a great leader statue. Let's get a spotter. Let's get this power suit. Ah! Okay. Since I don't want to spend forever on this, let's go with the Spacer atomic option. Let's go with the twin laser armament. And an ultra heavy class vehicle. When brute force isn't the solution, you're clearly not using enough of it. This is the land dwellers' biggest problem, that they simply do not use enough brute force. Atomic bombardment will solve your problem, and several others that you didn't even know you had to begin with. Time to cheese, yes. But I will be going back to something a little more sporting once I get this under wraps. It is an interesting thing to send in an ultra heavy mech for, especially with this expensive armament. The destruction of statues. Now, I am curious, why in the Brigador setting there isn't really a significant amount of aircraft? Or at least anything that you see is grounded or a plot device. Is that a limitation of the engine? Or perhaps that, with the weapons available, aircraft cannot simply carry hard enough armor? Although with the development of overshields, I would imagine that, this problem becomes significantly easier. Simply because you can use an emitter and raw power instead of carrying a armor plating of some sort. Okay, this is definitely the easy option. Even these ultra heavy class vehicles melt before our lasers. And let's use our active camo. Who puts active camo on an ultra heavy machine? It's not that we're using that we're using optical camouflage to evade the enemy. It's that we're using it to position ourselves optimally to annihilate them. That is actually a very terrifying philosophy. Look at this, they are melting away. Our shields are holding, and they are turning into dust. This is a war crime. However, all war crimes require ammunition, so let's make sure we top that off. Excellent. And let's use our ultra heavy stomps to destroy Great Leader's statue. Let's use our secondary since our primary is a little low. The only vulnerability of this particular vehicle is that the turret speed is not infinitely fast. But otherwise, this is a doom machine. I would hate to encounter this on the field of battle. Oh my. Oh! We may be in over our heads. Let's use optic camouflage to slightly change the situation. Oh, and the alarms are up, and the panic walls have gone up. It would be a real shame if I couldn't even complete this like this. Okay, so just don't play dumb, and it is very much completable with this, with the Broodmare. They always seem to have more ultra-heavy class tracked vehicles, just lying in wait somewhere. Where are these Corvids pulling them from? And why are they storing cars in an necropolis? Oh, they're able to fire over the hill. Let's use this choke point to our advantage. Break line of sight. So this choke point provides us with... Alright, we need to stealth. Yes, this is a very successful war crime design. Alright, and now we have another opportunity. There we go. Use the stomp. Ah, A-grab's always a pain to hit. Okay, so being out in the open is no good, but choke points are very efficient for handling this. Oh, and here we have our ammo type. I was simply ignorant of it. More A-grabs. I would like to thank Corpse for letting me know about the tank controls rather than the screen relative controls, because this would have been very difficult to do without proper tank controls so that facing can be moderated more aggressively. Making sure the front is oriented towards the enemy is very important. So is backing away. Alright, we are doing fairly well so far. We have good shielding right now. And we have a decent amount of hull left. In fact, we are almost 100% full hull. So let's reload. No, we are out of energy. So any ammunition we pick up further on in this mission will have to come from enemy sources. Oh. There we go, more shielding. Why won't you perish already? There we go. Excellent, excellent. Oh yes, that treehouse is a problem. Let's stealth and reassess our situation. Even with the blood mare, this is not something I want to fight without a plan. Oh, and what do you know? The other ultra heavies rolled by. And that tuk-tuk came out of nowhere. Moving onward. Ooh. This is an intense scenario. In my simulation, I can feel the perspiration beating up upon my forehead. It is an enjoyable sensation, I must say. It's been quite some time since this level of intensity has been present in my gameplay. And I will not be defeated. I will complete this mission. Especially with this particular vehicle. It would be embarrassing not to. So one of the Ultra Heavies is down. Let's go stealth, just to see what the Ultra Heavies are up to while we replenish our munitions. So the Ultra Heavies have me in their sights. Unfortunately for them, I have them in my sights as well. Let's get this A-grab. One of the ultra heavies is down. Here's the second one. Hit it right in the flank. Let's get more shielding. A-grav down. And I think now all that should be left is mostly A-gravs. Which are still a threat, but not nearly so much as the ultra heavies. Especially when they manage to land a good howitzer blow on me. Alright, another statue down. Halfway there. Another ultra. Let's keep it at range. Stealth. Let's find our way to the flank while picking up some overshield. Excellent. Oh. There we go, there we go, there we go. More overshield. Alright. Here is the next statue. Let's not waste any ammunition. We will use our mighty stomp to crack this statue. We have not induced any panic yet. And there is one more statue left over, I believe. I think this level is clear for the most part, so let's also destroy the orbital guns. There's a significant bonus, and we have the ammunition necessary for it. At least I would like to think I do. At least I would. Oh, spotter. Alright, 2 of the orbital guns down. One more hit and you will be down. Ah, there's the final statue. Excellent. Mission is almost complete. How many dead are here? I'm actually curious. Were these deaths caused by the war that brought Great Leader into power? Or were these deaths just from the history of Solo Nobre? And who? What kind of? Where did they get all the stone for this? All right, let us depart the battlefield. The exit is where we entered, and we are out of here. Oh. And we only gained 2.7 million because of the difficulty multiplier of this vehicle, I'm assuming. Yeah, nothing for the vehicle multiplier. But I think this was a tougher one than I'm used to. With the Turo, it's definitely doable, but it will take a little bit more finesse. Thank you, Wingmates, for having the patience while I worked through that. Joybus/Hellride. Oh my. Mechlets. I find it somewhat funny that taller mechs are generally more powerful than the smaller, shorter mechs. Yeah, well, generally, it's nice to... When you need more mass, oftentimes, if the design is kept proportional, you will simply need more height. However, if you are going for a squat design, which in many cases is beneficial if you're not looking for the sort of mobility that very tall bipedal legs provide, then I think there's nothing wrong with that type of design either. Contract: removal of 1 target vehicle. Opposition: light loyalist. While several of our contractors are due for rotation back to rearming and refitting, there is a lone loyalist command vehicle reported in the Crenshaw district. Crenshaw is a narrow, unremarkable mixed-use district. The SNC understands that through dispatching missions in this manner runs against SNC operational guidelines. Extra hazard pay will be included for taking a contract when you are already out of ammunition. Rest assured, there are several depots in the district for immediate resupply. Remove the Loyalist command tower and proceed to your nearest SNC forward staging zone for rearming. It's another ammunition-less mission. That's wonderful. All right. Let's take a look at what we have available. We have the Arlo. Soog's Arlo is armed with a Jericho 60mm cannon and lockdown 15mm machine gun with an audiokinetic pulse for defense. This loadout is built for high mobility close combat, excellent short range damage, and disabling, but with very poor armor and shielding. Okay, so this is a Spacer Agrav, and so the Agravs will have the ground pound maneuver for their melee attack. So initially, this will be, I suppose, decent, although I think I might want something with a bull rush. Oh, another Agrav, the Pompadour. Giancarlo's Pompadour is armed with pitbull rockets and a Disco 7 megawatt laser, with an audiokinetic pulse for defense. This loadout is a mid-range brawler with high mobility and firepower in lieu of armor. This gentleman requires 2 sets of glasses for vision. Let's go to Giancarlo's profile. So let's go to freelance and find Giancarlo. I'm quite curious as to the history of this individual. Let's see, Reis, Graf, Singh, Rosario. Where are you? Oh, there's, 21 million credits. Improvised bifocals. Yes, very clever. I suppose if you're a Corvid, you have to improvise quite a bit. As much as I'd like to know about Giancarlo, I don't think that is worth the money at the moment, especially considering how little there is. Okay, so this is laser and rockets. That's a decent loadout, and again, it has the ground pound. Here we have Naboo's Fork again. I did not like this mech. The Howitzer and the 76 just are too slow firing for my tastes. And the Short Bus, piloted by Reis. Short Bus is armed with a Kraken 90mm chain gun and a pinch rocket, with EMP grenades for defense. This loadout is a disabler. The Kraken deals excellent armor damage, but is poor against shields, while both the pinch and EMP grenades will stun units and destroy shielding. Well, a hover bus might be interesting to ride. The chain gun is a funny weapon, not having splash, but having area of effect by using a scatter of pellets. The pinch rocket I'm not the biggest fan of, but we don't have ammo to begin with anyways. Looking at the health, the Short Bus has quite a bit of overshield and fairly average hull. You know what? I think I would like the Arlo, simply because when we do get ammunition, we will have 15mm, which is nice and rapid firing. And the 60mm should be quite rapid firing too. So let's deploy with Sug. Joybus Hellride. Engage. Oh, and it starts with a suicide drone. This is tricky. I like this. I like this. Alright, we have to avoid the suicide drones. There's a lot of suicide drones. We are faster than them, luckily. Oh, so this is our target here. One target, we have no munitions. We must obtain munitions. Oh, hello, corpse. Yes, this is my first time attempting this, other than the death I just experienced, which was immediate, since I attempted, in my foolishness, to stomp a bomb drone. Oh, a Texas 7! Oh my, where is the ammunition? I need to kite these drones away. So I believe the secondary for this... Wait a minute, my secondary is disabled? Oh, ammunition. Thank you. Fantastic, here we go. No, stay away. Bad bomb drone. I need my primary weapon, it appears. This 15mm has very poor armor penetration. Oh, it's too close to my source of ammo for it to be comfortable. Too close, too close. I need to pull this fight away. Be patient and just kite them away. Hi, you kiss. Oh, no, 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 do not run into the ammo. That will explode it. This 15mm, I certainly wish it had a better velocity or something to compensate for this mediocre rate of fire. Or what ostensibly should be better than a 20mm. Perhaps I was deceived. For a spacer, this particular pilot does not have the best of taste. Hello, Pig D6. Hey, yo, spacer, first stream to actually catch you. Well, I'm glad you have caught me. Welcome to the convoy. I hope you will enjoy a little bit of Brigador action here. Have you played the game before? I am really learning to love Oh, I did not understand what happened there. I thought I destroyed that drone, but apparently it detonates afterwards. The HOA won't let you put a lawn gnome on your garden, but they'll let you put an ammo depot in backyard. Well, I don't think that's the HOA. I think that might be Great Leader mandating that every neighborhood have possibly an HOA-funded ammunition depot. But, you know, I don't fully understand the inner workings of the Solo Nobre bureaucracy, so you may be right. Nah, but it looks really interesting. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, this mission is unusual in that I start with no ammunition, and my primary enemies are these suicide drones, which are very dangerous to me right now, especially with them charging. So my objective is to reach an ammunition depot intact, and then eventually to get this one ultra-heavy class enemy in the middle of the field. Oh, these drones are bull rushing. Oh boy, I can see why they give you an A-grab for this mission, because maneuverability is of the essence, and all of these little bits would block you off quite terribly. Let's get some 15mm chain gun. Very poor against shielding. Alright. Being much more careful. This 16mm behaves very funny. It has no tracer, and it has some accuracy issues with me, at least the way I use it. Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Ah, their shields are down. I'm not gonna... I really want that shielding. But this drone has not exploded yet. Alright, excellent. We've picked up some shielding, and here we've kited some more drones. Let's use the chain gun ammo because it is much less valuable to our mission, which is the destruction of an ultra heavy. Oh, come on, come on. So it's one of those mission survive maps? Well, I suppose it is. Is this drone going to detonate or what? It's not doing anything. I guess its sensors are damaged or something akin to that. Well, more shielding for me. This one will bull rush. Well, I'm not on a timer. I do unfortunately have to actually enact an assassination successfully, and I am out of blue ammunition on this level. And I am also out of green recharges. So I think there are few enough bomb drones that I can use my remaining munitions on the primary target. And I still do not have my secondary weapon enabled. This is very upsetting to me. And he is a spotter. I don't know what this means to me. Oh my, okay, this is definitely more difficult than I anticipated. There we go. Captain is down. Objective is accomplished. We still have shielding, but we just have these drones in the way. Okay, managed to grab that ammunition without slamming into the drone. The exit is to the south. So let's loop around without getting droned. That is our only mission. The lockdown lives up to its name. It can temporarily disable vehicles as well as knock out their shields. The EMP? Or is it a weapon? The camera perspective is unique. Yeah, it's a very nice isometric voxel graphic. I really enjoy it. Okay, we made it through that one. And we have a small vehicle multiplier, so we made 4 million and change this time around. Excellent. Mission 13. Bound Ghost. Oh, the secondary weapon. That's why the drones keep stalling out. Oh! Thank you for the explanation, Corpse. So it's one of those discharge weapons that the Spacers have. I think I may have used that if it's a light mount. On the Tuk-Tuk, the electric discharge machine gun. Contract. Removal of opposition. Greater than 70%. Opposition. Moderate Spacer. So again, we fight the Spacers. S&C analysts have regrettably underestimated the strategic significance of the São Felix or Emerita metro station prior to it being captured by Spacers. Your mission is the removal of opposition forces from São Felix. I'm probably mispronouncing that. If we have anyone speaking the ancient Portuguese tongue, please feel free to correct me on my pronunciation of these terms. São Felix. I do not know if in Portuguese the X is a Z or it is an X or some other sound. Feliz? San Feliz? So once again we have the Haas, which probably has a 0 vehicle multiplier. We have the Rounder, which is a turreted AGRAV. I've not used the turreted AGRAV yet. The Buckler is back. I have not used the Buckler yet. And as much as I love the Horn and the Party Van, it's not my favorite vehicle. I might try the Buckler. I have not used this one before. Alright. So this is a simple kill mission. This should be delightful. Oh, a little bit of a slower turn rate on this AGRAV. And the weapon mounts... Oh, shield vehicle. Spotter. Come on, come on. Let's use that autocannon. So autocannon is primary. Ah, there's a power generator that I will definitely want to destroy. Let's use camouflage to flank these. Oh, this heavier spacer vehicle I definitely want to flank and destroy while I have the opportunity. These AGRAVs are fairly weak. And that spacer tank will donate its shielding to my cause. Oh! That is an interesting weapon. That might have been some kind of 60mm. Spotter. Shield drone. Secondary laser is an excellent piece of armament. Okay, I'm starting to enjoy this particular AGRAV variant. Alright, let us stomp the power station into submission. There we go. Excellent. So we have an ammo station for our weapon here. Let's use it. The panic walls are up. Okay, and we have, so all of the ammunition for our weapons is located here. Orbital guns, I will destroy them once I know my objective is complete. I don't want to waste ammunition on them. Let's destroy the communication station to reduce the enemy's ability to send out warnings in case there's a spotter. That's one of 2 con towers. Let's move on. There is a shield truck here. I'm gonna aggro him. Alright. Come to me. Oh, that is a very interesting... Oh, he's got 14mm chain guns. Invisibility. I will need to flank that little bastard. Or maybe just shoot while I still live. Excellent. At least there were shields on that to salvage. Perfect. Oh! The Spacer is very stomp happy. Disconnecting from your end. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you, Melchior. I wish you good rest. And I will see you in the fight against the Seraphim tomorrow. Ah, alright. We are pretty much topped up on ammunition. Let's move on here. There's a spotter. Grab that shielding. Go with a cloak. Get the spotter and then destroy... Oh, no, we have another one of these 14mm... Uh-oh. Okay, got that. Oh, too close to an ammo depot. Camo active. And we'll do a flank maneuver. Excellent. Oh. Oof. Alright, so we've killed more than 70% of the enemies on the field. But this is the level of opposition. I think we can clear the rest. And with our vehicle bonus, that should be a hefty salary from SNC. Let's reload ammunition before this depot detonates. We are good. Ah, another set of power generators. Let's see if we can knock out power to this entire subsector. Grav, stomp! Yes, we did it. Power is out, except for the emergency exit signs. Ooh. Okay, so these spacer tanks are currently flanked. Let's use this to our advantage. Perfect. And we have a shield drone here. Ammunition. We are, in fact, overstocked on ammunition. I think this is clear enough. Let's complete this objective and destroy the comm tower and the orbital guns. Let's see. The melee damage on this is very minimal. So ammunition is not infinite, unfortunately, so... yeah, the melee damage on this particular AGRAV is dismal. So I will mouse hole into this wall so I don't waste any ammo punching through it. Even though I will have to do it anyways. This is a very risky procedure. There we go. One orbital gun down. Let's knock out the next one. And we'll just simply grind into the wall. Okay, back up and blast it. Little chunks of wall. Since we don't have an arcing weapon, and the elevation of this grav is very low, the line of fire is blocked by pretty much every piece of scrap that gets in your way. Ah, explosive pipes. And let's take out these other two orbital guns so we have a hefty paycheck bonus. Here we go. Or a little mouse hole to the orbital gun. Back away. I think we're getting the hang of this controlled demolition. There we go, there we go. Careful does it. Back off and fire. We're We're hitting a bit of wall that's been left over. No matter, we have plenty of ammunition. This perspective is rather difficult. There we go. We lost a bit of shield there. And let's exit the scenario. I think our paycheck will be nice this time around. And boy, do I know we need it. Okay, so we did have a vehicle multiplier for difficulty, although this was not too bad. 4 million. That's a solid profit. Weigh Me Down. That is one of my favorite tracks by Lorne, the musician. Alright. Removal of 4 target vehicles. Opposition. Moderate Spacer. Ah, the Spacers continue to be a thorn in our side. The Bolero Wells are a long-defunct pipeline terminal and light rail district now host to a number of refugees. We have strong intelligence suggesting that several persons of interest can be found within the refugee camps. This appears to be why a Spacer detachment has occupied the district first. Remove the command vehicles so that our HR department may conduct interviews or select certain refugees for transport and interview at length elsewhere. Oh, I do love this corporate speech. Interviews, transport. Good euphemisms. SNC really knows how to handle this. Ooh, once again, we get Costa and her treehouse as a choice. The Turo returns. The Troubadour as always. And the Arlo. I did not like the handling of the Arlo. But this time we have a proper sonic boom weapon enabled. I think it was disabled for a reason, because that would have been utterly unfair. The audio kinetic pulse is just a powerful weapon in its own right. So this is definitely my style in the sense that it's close combat, but the main gun is a little bit lacking for me. Well, let's try the Arlo. So we need to destroy 4 target vehicles. So this is a fairly open map, and there are other Arlos in the area. Is this Arlo blind? I was right there. Let's use an audio kinetic pulse on this motley assortment of vehicles. That is why I was not given a audio kinetic pulse. All of these spotters. No. No. Well, I've lost a lot of hull attempting to get these spotters to not focus on me. I should have simply broken line of sight. That was a mistake on my part. There are way too many spotters in this mission. Oh, here is one of the targets. Lots of Arlos here. Here is a shield vehicle. Nope. Come on, please. I need those shields, and just shy of it. Alright, let's try this again with the Arlo. We need to use our audio kinetic pulse charges very, very moderately. So I think we can kite these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole into this wall. Oh, unfortunately, no, this is an indestructible piece of terrain. Oh, excellent. More shield. Here is a spotter. Let's see if our primary weapon... Yes, 1 shot, 1 kill. So it's a little hard to aim the primary here, but it is a very worthwhile weapon. Alright. We'll use the audio kinetic pulse here. Well, that got rid of a spotter, so let's stay mobile. As long as we keep breaking line of sight, the spotters should not be able to get their alerts going. Oh no, we are in an explosive pipe zone. Oh no, this is not explosive pipes. These are all devoid of fuel. Well, the alert is out, but we just need to kill the captains. Let's keep moving, keep moving. Oh my. I need that audiokinetic. No. Okay, there is a lot of opposition on this mission. We may need something a little bit heavier for my particular skill level. Let's check our loadout. The Troubadour is surprisingly tougher for being a mono wheel with an exposed pilot. Ah, thank you, Yukis. F to Sug. If Sug, yeah, Sug is not wearing a suit. That is a bit concerning. So the Turo might be acceptable for this, but the Turo does suffer from a lack of ammunition, and there are quite a few targets. Although the Turo is not slow. Of course, I could always simply cheese it with the treehouse. Let's try the Troubadour. Let's see what utter speed can do. Speed and Corvid madness. You can't spot me if you can't see me. Plus that 60mm is actually surprisingly powerful. And this machine gun is very good for ripping apart spotters, at least for me, because my accuracy is dismal, and for something as small as a rapidly maneuvering spotter, it is really nice to have rapid refire rate. Like this. Although, the lack of a turret is really causing me a problem here. Okay, we broke line of sight, but we are not going to break line of sight here. We do have smoke rounds that we should use. Ah. Come on, come on. We are down to 67 hull, not good. Okay, clearly that is not the correct approach. Hit and run. I was circling trying to take out the spotters. That is not the right way to do that. Swing past the spotters and just keep going. Line of sight will break eventually with the right cover. Or, worst comes to worst, we have smoke available, which I will now pop. None of these pipes are explosive, unless there are some remnants. Just stay on the periphery, and use our Alpha Strike ability. Let's see if we have smoke. No, no, no. Ah, okay, this mission may be harder than I expected. I keep saying that. Let's try the Turo. So the Turo will definitely have a combat strategy. I may need to go north. Okay, so the Howitzer is surprisingly effective against these, and the 12.7 has an excellent refire rate. It can be very hard to avoid turning this mission to a massive brawl. It can be tricky with the Troubadour or Arlo. Yeah, it seems to be like that. This is a massive brawl already. The 14mm depleted uranium chain guns are causing me a serious problem. I think I may just need to fight this out and keep collecting ammo. And run the Howitzer. Oh, that is a tough vehicle right there. Alright, our rear armor is facing the wrong way. Come on, I need your shields. Just keep beating me. Oh, okay. We need that ammo. We need that ammo. We need that ammo. Good, good, good. Okay, the Mod Deuce is really an excellent secondary weapon. That refire rate really jives. I need smoke now. Yes, this is very much a massive brawl. No, 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 no. Keep the chain guns away from me. Okay, so for future reference, I will not be able to survive these chain guns. Use Stomp. Fire the main gun. Keep firing, keep firing, keep firing, keep rotating. Just keep shooting till the mag is empty. Oh, this is not good. Okay, this... I'm gonna try going north this time. Alright. Let's just accept that this will be a brawl. There's a lot of spotters. Another 3 Arlos. I'm about to be spotted anyways. Let's just clear out the captain. keep picking up the shields. Keep picking up the shields. Those damn 14 mils are out there. I wish I had the Zolas. Or no, the Zoling. Once again, the main ammunition limitation on the Turo strikes me. Corpse, if I may ask, what was the first craft you beat this mission on? Because I may want to go with the treehouse. This is a lot that's happening here. And I'm impressed that the Turo is hanging on like this, but I'm about to die. Oh my goodness! Lappin Katsu! With her merry band of pirates! Their war cry, Ohachu! Wingmates, man the guns and don your power armor. Protect the ship! Protect the ship! Hello everyone, hello! Lappin, how have you been this fine time period? Whatever light conditions may be outside your window. She broke her hand playing Undertale. Oh goodness. Will the repairs take long? Oh, but you are good. You are good. Lapigos 1 on board. Hello, hello, Ohachu. I can't do a chew quite so well. She was gaming that hard, a god of a gamer. Well, I have been jobbing my my Brigador experience here with the Turo and the Troubadour and the Arlo, so I am switching to the treehouse. Costa to the rescue. Game so hard she made her hand spasm. Jobber haywire. Yes, that is my title of shame. Let's deploy with something a little heavier. Let's show those spacers what Corvid engineering can do. What kind of a playthrough were you doing through Undertale? I have not personally played through Undertale myself, but from my understanding and from what the playthroughs I have seen, there are many routes to take. Okay, that 30 mil is great. Come, let the treehouse teach you a thing or two about speaking to the trees. Bull rush. Oh, the 25% damage reduction is something my terrible gunnery skills definitely appreciate. But I am low on ammunition. The 30 millimeter eats it. There's no tomorrow. Oh, right, I have the sonic pulse. Ah. Oh, right. This is the chemical projector. I should not be driving into it myself. Ah. Bull rush the enemy. Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? Are you out of ammunition? Am I simply going to grind you? Let's use those chemical projectors. Oh. And I'm out of ammo for that weapon. I will have to be using Bull Rush for this. Ah. Too bad for you, Arlos. I have actually obtained another reload. Ooh. Oh, genocide. Oh my. That is, I don't know if that is characteristic or uncharacteristic of you, Lappin, but I approve of it either way. No. We need to get to the exit. What is going on here? Is my chain gun sound effect simply jammed? I knew you in better condition, Spacer. I'm glad I survived Lappin Genocide stream. I love life. Yes, it is good to live. This just in. Spacer condones genocide. Very uncharacteristic. Very characteristic of the leader of the VTuber extinction event. Yes, I definitely dread the coming date of the VTuber extinction event, or V for short. I do not condone genocide. I simply do mercenary work. Okay, well that was a little. That was a letdown on my part. I had to use the treehouse in order to bash my way through the opposition. 22, 22, 22. I don't know which month 22 is, and that is also not an ISO timestamp, so I feel a little bit awkward looking at that number. But, you know, I await that particular date. These invading forces are exempt from the rules, I assume. Yes, they are. Octember. Oh, that's a dreadful month. La Femme d'Argent. Removal of opposition, greater than 70%. Opposition, heavy Corvid. Corvids have proven resourceful in hiding their seditious ways from great leader, though minor infractions were often overlooked. The very presence of Gorni's split is much more contentious in a walled city like Solenobre, often known simply as the Split. It is a long sliver of land left unzoned between two adjacent districts. Oh my! That is criminal! An unzoned district. It is a Corvid hub of social and economic activity, as well as the trade and manufacture of materiel. Oh, I see, there's more numbers. More numbers, Mason. What do they mean? April 22nd. It is 22 for 22, because 2 plus 2. Because 2 plus 2? Oh, I see. You see, I was thinking of rollover, like it's month 22, but it's actually month 10, simply because you roll over, and the carryover in the integer gets thrown out. But I guess 2 plus 2. I see. Very clever. Well, we've got plenty of time to enjoy until then, so, the genocide is not literal yet, and for that I am grateful. And, Lappin, you're a wonderful, wonderful individual, but I will be jumping as far away as I can from your general position in the colony sphere, just in case you decide to, bring your wrath upon the Far Suns Coalition. It's okay, you can join my team. Oh, an employment opportunity! I'm always on the lookout for that. I can send you my resume to your particular JumpNet node at any point. I am very skilled in, I suppose... I'm a gamer. I know how to pilot a starship, and I know how to keep my taxes on the level. Those are the skills I can bring to the table. I am also good at maintaining internal combustion engines. Oh, wonderful! I am employed! When can I see my first paycheck? Do I get health benefits? Gamer Haywire. Sponsored by... something. I don't want to say it because maybe that'll get me in trouble. The cabal of video game advertisers wouldn't like me to, Alright, let's see what vehicles we have available to us. So we have the Huss, which is the I am failing this mission, please let me win and continue the campaign option. We have the Pompadour, once again, with Jean-Carlos, with the laser and the audio kinetic pulse. Oh, the Chook is back, with Rosario, with a 76mm gun and a 20mm chain gun, and an AK pulse for defense. Good, yes, Spacer, hide your history of tax fraud. Good. The Far Suns will never know what I do with my tips. The IRS appreciates your skills. I am not, I do not have to be registered with this IRS. I am a citizen of an entirely different governmental body. Woke up to use the toilet. Spacer Bahamas wire. Spacer Gaming. Spacer H-Fuel. I do not know what this H-Fuel is, but I am concerned about the implications of these letters. The IRS has no power here. No, I am not in G-Fuel. I am in Metastar brand acceleration fluid. How many times must I say this? Let's take the chook. I want that multiplier. Or so you think. Yeah, I've heard many things about the legendary IRS. Many organizations in successor states definitely modeled themselves after the capabilities of the Internal Revenue Service. Blessed be thy name. Metastar is not a subsidiary of PepsiCo as far as my understanding. If anything, there are many sodas under Metastar, but please don't drink them. The rumor is they are recycled industrial waste fluid. Oh no, it shook! A moped with legs! Yes, dread it. Alright. Oh, this is a tight quarters map. I can see why the A-Grav would be popular here. Oh, that's a fast mover. Oh. War crimes button, activate. Oh, my shields are gone, Maybe the chook was not the right option for this. This is a bit of a... Oh my. Industrial waste. Just like Coca-Cola. It could be the same company. A number of the mega corporations that are present even in the outer peripheries of human colonization are definitely descendants of, some say, an unbroken line, and some say a cabal of savvy investors. There is a ritual these investors do, which is known as the pump and dump, for the various numbers on the lines, which I hear is a dreadful thing. Numbers rising, numbers falling. It's simply criminal. It is a war crime on the scale of what I am committing. Rebel Yell plays in the background. I wonder if that is the horn for this particular vehicle. Oh no, the horn is an air raid alarm for this. Walkie-minded. Yoinky splinky. What is going on? Yes. Alright. Let's invest in this stock market here. Make our mega corporation SNC proud of our contracting. Oh, okay. This is a lot. Audio kinetic pulse. Keep moving. Grab shields. Fire behind us. Alright, use audio kinetic pulse as recharged. Bash through the walls. That is an ultra heavy. This is a straight up assault. This is bad. Billy Idol's Rebel Yell. Okay, the chook might not be the right choice here. Let's try the Pompadour with the laser, and it still has an audio kinetic pulse, which should be good in this tight quarters. And the fact that we can climb over obstacles will be to our advantage, since the enemy will have to bash through them. As you just saw... the A-Grows won't care, though. Alright, let's wait for them to concentrate and use our audio kinetic pulse to blast them. Perfect. Oh my, that's a lot of artillery. Where's my audio kinetic, please? I want my audio kinetic pulse. Oh my, I need shielding. I need my audio kinetic pulse. Oh. Please, I need shielding. I need munitions. Okay. Bait them in. Audio kinetic pulse. Let's take a break after we pick up this shielding. Nope, we have triggered more enemies. Keep firing. Here we go. Let's see if we can hide here a little bit. No, there is no hiding from this. We just need to go into the shields and use our audio kinetic. What is this monstrosity? Another treehouse. Audio kinetic, please. 2 seconds. There we go. Excellent. We have the shielding. We have the munitions. Okay, Giancarlo's loadout was perfect for this. Especially the hover car aspect of it. Oh. Oh. I wonder what this globe with the lines around it represents in Great Leaders. I suppose philosophy. Here come more super heavies. Giancarlo's ride is very slow, but rather powerful for an A-grav. Let's use our stomp. I need more munitions. Ah, no. That did not go. That did not go as planned. Okay. Allow me to stretch my body in the simulation. Quite a few limbs are cracking. Clearly the stress is loading me up. Alright, excellent. Excellent. And some hydration, I think, is also in order. Alas, my reserve of liquid is low. Okay, here we are. So Giancarlo is very fun. I think that just needed a little more finesse from my part. Shame, you were doing so well there. A lot of close quarters fighting in this game is weaving around collecting shields and ammo. Yes, that seems to be the case. Just the shields keep you alive. How will Spacer survive if his bath is empty? Well, it's my simulated fluid that I use as a sort of a representation of how parched I am in my actual suspension tank. In that sense, it's a way of allowing for me to keep my sanity. It gives me a modicum of, doing the things a normal human being would. Here we go, here they come. Let me pulse them. And ammunition. Let me grab these shields for my overshield while I can. And let them bundle up together so that I can use the audiokinetic pulse. I would survive just fine if my bath was empty. Simply because I do have a ventilator feed to my lungs directly, and even if that feed runs out of fluid, I can simply pull it out. Oh good. Oh dear, we had to bust it open. Let's keep using that. Oh no, I used that pulse at the wrong time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, ultra heavy. Let's pick up that shielding. We will run low on ammunition. 2, 1. Audiokinetic pulse. And flank shot, ammo pickup. Okay, pull back, pull back. Let's regroup, let's rethink. Let's rethink our approach here. Okay. But yeah, if I do completely run out of fluid for, reasons of a leak or something like that, I would essentially have to pull off my respirator, or my ventilator, which is attached via 3 studs on my face, simply because straps are not efficient for long-term wear. And then I would basically have to tip myself over and let the fluid come out of my lungs. I'm so used to doing that at this point I don't even retch. But it is still rather unpleasant. And it's not lore, it's my reality, Yukis. It's what happens when you become a starship pilot, in essence. At least if you are signing up for high G burns. Okay, so we have a spotter and one of these heavies. I'm gonna stay behind this cover until they turn around. Spacer Sans lung fluid, oh my. I am not selling that. If I reach that point where I'm coughing it up, it goes straight into the recycler. And let's do a bit of flank armor here. Perfect, I got ammo out of that. Let's not let the spotter get us. I want to stomp the spotter, I think. I'm not wasting ammunition. Nope, I have to waste ammo. I can't do it quick enough. Oh, no worries, no worries. It is interesting when we all live different realities. Sometimes it almost seems unreal I mean, some of the worlds that other VTubers come from seem absolutely incompatible with the laws of physics as I understand them, and yet they still are this way. So it's a fantastically diverse place. All right, I'm gonna let them come in here. Perfect. I mean, oh, I blew up the munitions. Stomp. Excellent. We still have plenty of munitions, and they are coming closer. Let me see if I can kite them here. And then I will probably run past them. Ah, no. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, that Killdozer survived the audio-kinetic pulse completely. I need those shields pronto. Focus fire, focus fire, focus fire, audio-kinetic pulse. Excellent. And we did not take hull damage. Let's regroup. Primary gun ammunition is starting to run low. We may need to consider a reload or using the secondary more heavily. I had a question. Do you think there are enough sugars in said lung fluid for you to distill it? Generally, I think a very limited amount of any blood sugar present would seep its way out after all my membranes in my lungs are still have a cell wall, and generally, even through capillary action, sugars and even the surface level cells will not simply just leak. Although there is a possibility, especially with a ruptured cell. Why do you want to make spacer moonshine? Well, I think, you know, maybe perhaps to be able to say that someone has drunk my lung moonshine. I won't judge if it's for the memes. It's still a little strange. Audio-kinetic pulse. And that brought all the boys to the yard. Keep firing. Let's use the secondary because our primary is right out. We are taking heavy damage. Audio-kinetic. Dang! And we were doing so well. For sale, of course, like a breath of fresh air. Spacer Aid is there. Oh. I don't know how well that would sell. That's a reminder to anyone who ends up breathing liquid for most of their life that they are indeed not breathing fresh air. Speaking of leak space, are there any issues with other leaks getting into the breathing fluids? I believe I addressed this at one point or another. There is a series of tubes, both implanted and not, and that's where I will let your imagination take off. I don't think you need any further details. There we go. Let's pick up the shields. Well, if the tubes leak, then they leak. That is something that unfortunately can happen. It's simply the reality of the world that leaks happen, in spite of your best intentions. But we try to buy high-quality tubing and make sure all of our connections are well sealed before we engage in anything like that. Okay, we kinetic pulse that. Oh, that's very dangerous. And flank shot. Okay, let's let them get closer so that I can audio kinetic pulse this and pick up the shields. Nope, he won't let me. But I did get the shields. Okay, excellent. Let's check out this flank here again. I mean, if there was to be a fluid leak, I would have to cease acceleration, simply because my environment would be contaminated, unless there is some kind of event that precludes me ceasing acceleration, such as being in the middle of a very important maneuver, or perhaps burning away from pirates. But in general, if that will happen, I will simply dissociate from my very existence because the contamination will be unpleasant. Oh, excellent. There we go. And then I will drain the fluid, have it go through the filters, put on a new uniform, after all of the checkout procedures, of course. Well, not checkout, but detubing procedures, for lack of a better term at the present. Here they go, here they come. I'm gonna wait till they get to this block point. Nope, I cannot wait. Alright, let's let them get close. They have allowed themselves to be flanked. More grabs. Let's see if I can just keep moving and picking up shields. Shields and munitions. No, there is so much fire. There is so much fire. Alright. I've tried my best. I'm gonna have to take the easy way out. Let's see if the husk makes this any better. This is the stuff you live for. I do not live for waste tube containment failures, but that is one way to live life, of course. Let's see how this howitzer does. Oh my goodness. That is a powerful vehicle. Oh, that is, yeah, we're gonna have to resolve this mission the fast way, unfortunately. Oh, here we go, here we go. And another howitzer shot, perfect. We have a nice shield recharge there. Excellent, okay, so this vehicle does make destruction very simple. Okay, let's move forward. I must say, the level design here is absolutely excellent. The poor who are living here, the fact that they added these farms to demonstrate that they are in a region that is undeveloped, so there's no pavement blocking this. I think it's just fantastic. And all these plastic chairs, I'm sure Virgil of Devil May Cry would enjoy this. Oh goodness, here they come. Hope you like howitzers. I need to pick up those shields. I don't care if I get spotted. Well, actually I do. Let's use the howitzer to its full advantage. Excellent. Excellent. This truly is a powerhouse vehicle. Ooh. I will certainly have to improve my skills in order to utilize some of the lighter craft in these missions. Even Giancarlo is, yes, the mightiest throne. Although I've still taken significant hull damage. I need to find an ammunition depot. Oh! Look at this obelisk. I'm surprised this monument is out here in the middle of, next to the train tracks. I would imagine the soot from locomotives would destroy the marble post-haste. Alright. Let's move on to this district here. Another spotter. What a weapon of mass destruction. Let's deploy smoke. Ah, shield truck. Excellent. Both munitions and shield. Oh, we are fully overcharged. Ah. No, 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 no. I will need to let him get closer. I'm low on howitzer ammunition. I need those shields. Okay, let's pick up the ammo. There are no resupply depots here, because this is a unsettled district. That makes a lot of sense. I wonder if the ammunition drop rate is any different. So we need 14 more kills of the garrison here. Oh, wait. Do civilians count as... No, they don't. I don't even know what I hit there. Excellent. Proper shielding. Here come the tuk-tuks. Alright, let them get into firing range. Oh, these are suicide coats. Okay. Yeah, so these, for anyone who's not familiar with Brigador, these civilians with the white flashlights are neutral. They have no affiliation other than surviving, but the ones with red flashlights are suicide bombers. Ah, yes, Corpse. Thank you for that explanation. Oh, so we are actually done here. Let's get out of this. Yeah, the suicide bombers don't do that much damage, but especially if you have low shields, that is not a mistake you want to do, or if you have no shields. Okay, let's take a look at the stream duration. I think I will do one more campaign scenario. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's understandable, especially if there are significant cultural barriers. I, for one, don't understand what this particular JumpNet node is about. It is nothing like any of the others. It uses an absolutely obsolete networking protocol. I had to write several adapters to make my software compatible with it. And it seems like everyone on this particular JumpNet node thinks that Terra is not a nuclear wasteland. Every single report, every single bit of data indicates that in one of the final wars that the major powers splitting away from Terra had resulted in the atomic devastation of the Earth. And this might be an entirely simulated JumpNet node where you have, you know, electronic intelligence entities interacting with one another. Or it could be an elaborate live-action roleplay. I am really not sure. So, I guess there's mutual confusion going both ways. Yes, Mao, I'm not sure if any of this is real. Terra is a cute green-haired girl. Ah, does Terra also stream? That seems to be a trait of many cute virtual streamers. Okay, so we have the Troubadour again. We have the Mongoose. Oh, I did not read the mission. Oh, goodness me. Knife Chase. Mission 16. Removal of 1 target comm tower. Opposition, light spacer. Zona Abragao is a decayed manufacturing hub turned nightlife spot. Much smaller than surrounding districts, Abragao hoped to weather tonight by shutting off all power and keeping citizens indoors. Spacers have control. Enemy strength reported as only a few scout bikes. The military comm tower is being used to actively coordinate spacer reinforcements in the area, and the SNC requests its removal. Okay, so this is a fairly straightforward fight, but I'm gonna guess the intel is wrong. So, all of the units available to us are very light, and while the short bus is more bulky, it certainly is frail. If the Mongoose has more health than the short bus, but it has less hard shield. Green is a nice color. Yes. Green is, if not, but among one of my favorite colors. What size pants do I wear? Well, the average neo-human is in their maximal dimensions by typical genetic template, similarly sized to the average isohuman. So, I think I wear 34s in your parlance. Although the sizing system, from what I understand, is somewhat baroque. Oh, you're trying to get me the drip. Yes, I've heard of drip. Drip wire. I could get behind that. You know what, let's try Leng. We have not used the Leng before. Oh, this is... Oh. Oh my. Oh, these spacer hovercraft are quite the pickle here. What are those? That is not light opposition. Well, thank you for the thought. I would certainly appreciate being decked out in some kind of swanky drip, but you absolutely don't have to do that necessarily. But if you do, I will appreciate it greatly. Oh, we are being fired on from the moment we are beginning. Okay, so the mongoose is definitely non-trivial to use. Here we go. Oh my. Oh, this is not good. What are those hovering things? If you are playing a mongoose, running and hiding is your strongest weapon. That definitely seems that way, Corpse. Let me try one more time with much more of diving. Alright. Let's see here. Uh-oh. That is a very heavy laser weapon. Oh my, that is terrifying. Okay, let's try the Troubadour. At least it has speed. And I'm somewhat more used to the Troubadour than the Mongoose. So our objective is the tower. So I think I'm going to avoid everything else. Oh, wow. That is... Well, the Spacers destroyed it for me. Where is the exit? Oh, I hit a gas station on my way out. And I didn't hit it in the way you're supposed to hit it, as in visit. Okay. Use Bull Rush to rush through. Now that I know the map a little better, hide behind the comm tower so that they simply destroy it for me. Okay, we are done. Let's get out of here, charge through the center. Okay, that was surprisingly simple once you stop attempting to fight anything. So I think I'll do another. Vascaset Kielet. Vascaset Kielet. I do not know what that means. Does anyone have an understanding of that particular phrase? Be interesting to know. No idea what language. Contract. Removal of opposition greater than 70%. Opposition, heavy loyalist. Loyalist forces have been observed amassing in Minden River, a largely undeveloped and heavily wooded district. Our analysts forecast several likely scenarios to account for the buildup, but nearby districts are too valuable to Essency interests to allow the loyalists to continue. Remove the opposition from Minden River. Okay, so this is a clearing mission. Not at all. Yeah, looks like this one is one to look up. Oh, so if they are offering the Broodmare... Oh, copper tongues. Did you know that from the from a myriad of languages you possess, Niwa? Or did you look that one up? So yeah, if they're offering the Broodmare, it means that this mission might have a toss hat down and stomp on it moment. Oh, good. G-Translate saves the day. Oh, if the Huss is considered to not be the easiest option. If the Rounder is the lightest, this mission will definitely be non-trivial. I mean, you have infinite slack. I wouldn't expect anyone to know what these words mean. Let's try the Turo. It's a tank with a gun. It's good. Indeed it is. Guntal gear. Niwa, what language was that translation in, or from, may I ask, if you remember? It's good to know what it means, but I'm curious what particular grammar that was. Finnish. It sounded it. Yeah, Uralic tongues have a distinct oddity to them to anyone who speaks Romance or Or a Slavonic language. Perkele. Oh, here we have suicide drones. Here come the drones. Wow. Noob mistake. Weird that Google Translate has fake languages in there too. Oh! Mao, what would you consider? I mean, I would agree with Niwa that Esperanto is a legitimate language to a significant extent, considering the extensive community that it has. Oh, Finnish isn't real. But Mao, the Finno-Korean hyperwar did happen at some point in history. So did the Finnish speak a different language than the Finnish that we know today? Ah! Gamma ray weapons, not my favorite to face. There's an officer. There we go. Where's this? Oh, he's got a howitzer. I need that ammunition. Okay, I prefer this map. It's not nearly as crowded. And a lot of this garrison just straight up infantry. And I will crush this vehicle. Excellent. Okay, we are doing well for the moment. A third of the garrison is down. Is this about Alice, Mao? Which Alice would that be? I may be, my knowledge may be a bit short right now. Finnish was designed as a code language during the Hyperwar. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, Mao. Pray tell me, where did you get that particular piece of historical knowledge? The archives are rather scarce on the Finno-Korean Hyperwar. After all, the sheer... Mao! That is impressive! Your particular species has some sort of genetic or... Oh my, this puts many theories I have to under question. Oh, there we go. Let's get that shield boost. Give me my overshield, please. Ah. Oh my, we're gonna mouse hole out of this position because that is too much to handle. Oh, that is also a lot to handle. What is that? What is that? I do not like that. I need that ammo more than I fear that thing. What is that? And I am dead. I think we may go with the Broodmare if that is my opposition. I know it has a fixed gun, but I panicked a little bit. Oh. Okay, yeah, my skills are not up to snuff at the moment. I will come back to it with a more fair mech. But for now, Broodmare it is. Ultra class. When you just can't complete a mission. Although the suicide drones will get me no matter what. Alright, let's try that again. Come hither, suicide drones. I'm here for your targeting pleasure. And I got too cocky again. This scenario is officially over. Please destroy me. I still let them get too close. I still let them get too close. Right. A few more tries. This time, I will fire both barrels. The drones are not to be trifled with, even for an ultra heavy. Oh. Nobody saw that. That will be scrubbed, and I selected the wrong vehicle. Resign. Loadout. Broodmare. Nobody saw that. This is a beautiful map, I will say, though. these broken columns in the midst of these woods. Little power line here. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. At last. Alright, there we go. And infantry are not worth my ammunition. Let's stomp this. Oh, I'm so sorry, buddy. So this area, the lead up to the primary garrison, is certainly a bit of a, it lulls you into a false sense of security. You think you'll be okay, but in reality, you are quite doomed the moment you begin approaching the main garrison. I'm not going to bother with these infantry. You only deserve lasers. Spotter. Let's simply crush through the buildings and reveal to the spotter what it wishes to see. Such excellent weapons, these lasers. Flank shot. Excellent. Alright. Let's take a look ahead. Let's crouch. And there is ammunition that we want. The Red Energy Ammunition Depot. So let us make our way northwards. So we have these A-Grabs, a fixed hull vehicle, an ultra-heavy spotter. I will use my optical camouflage. I think to alpha strike the spotter. And then break line of contact. And the alert went out anyways, but that's okay. At least I'm not in the thick of it. They will be coming to me rather than I to them. Oh, those are quite powerful howitzers. Let's get rid of these mongooses. And it is time for optic camouflage. Let's reposition. Up. Yeah, our barrels do not stick up high enough to shoot behind these walls. So let's use backwards movement. Primary weapon is almost out of ammo. Let's see if we can make our way around. Oh, that ultra-heavy vehicle is now approaching. Still no ammo pickups, a problem. Very much a problem. Low mill and a loyalist ultra-class tank. It's a tank lover's tank. Great fun to pilot. That does look fantastic. And loyalist is a great name for it, I think. Alright, we are low on shields, but we have more munitions, which I think is almost more important at the present. Let's refill on munitions properly. The garrison is almost dead. Oh. Ah. These loyalists are gonna cause me problems. Yes, shields right at the last moment. Come on, give me that ultra heavy shielding. Ah! Even with the blood mare. Oh, goodness. Okay. One last time. And if not, I will continue this at a later point. So let's not end this run on the bomb drones. Let's not do that. and here we go. Okay. Concentration not needed as much. There we go. Alright. Oh, here we go. Another tank. The shield vehicle. Flank shot. Not gonna waste ammo on this infantry as much. So this noise is attracting them, but I still haven't been alarmed yet. Which is good. I need to pick up all of this shielding here. Okay, let's do this without setting off alarms again. Because the alarms are causing serious havoc. Let's see if I can... Can I tap this spotter from a distance? Okay, so the spotter is now attracted. And I'm just gonna run back and use my stealth system. Okay, so they did not... I think I've lured some of them out of their base. Oh, there's some big vehicles coming through. They will probably start turning their backs to me soon, unless there's more of them. That's the problem with ultra heavies being spotters. So I'll just have to break line of contact, I think. I'll use the age-old mech warrior technique of scoot and shoot. Just pop out. Alarm was triggered anyways. Let's use our stealth and back away from the fight. I don't care if you spot me, spotter. Oh yes, munitions. Alright, we're getting them. A lot of loyalists. Come on. Hold up, shields, hold up. Ooh. Right, those ultra heavies are at least down. We have lost a significant amount of ammo. I'm gonna have to stop these. Okay, alright. These mongooses are running. Okay, so these have not been alerted to my presence yet, despite the alarm being raised. Let's see how close I can get without raising suspicion. I definitely want that vehicle because it's a shield truck. And there should be an ammunition depot nearby. And it appears to be unoccupied at the moment, which is my perfect chance to grab a little bit of a sippy here. Just a little... sneak a little bit of ammunition into my... If this mongoose would cease... Alright, we are fully loaded. So, while we have the opportunity, let's get these vehicles here in the corner. Oh, these are the most dangerous. These artillery, I think. And also have their flank. Excellent. Now we get shield recharge and ammunition. Got the walker. I'll pick up that shield. Waste not, want not. Okay, we've picked up the shield. These are just basic infantry. They still count as garrisons, so we do have to wipe them. There we go. I should not waste ammo on them. Let's top off our ammo reserves. You never know when the depot might go. Alright, Niwa, I appreciate your presence in the convoy. Oh, one more thing. So let's see, that just cleared out. There is a soldier here. Let me stomp on him before I do anything else so I don't have to go back. There we go. Here we go, here we go. Up we go. So that is a... good night, Niwa. Thank you for joining. Ooh, all right. So we have a spotter loyalist. We have that funny half-track looking machine. So I'm going to aggro the loyalist and go stealth. That might have been a bit too early. Okay, yeah, that may not have been the best plan, but it was a plan. So there's a shield truck here. I definitely want that for the overcharge. Whatever that loyalist has, it is far beyond my capabilities to handle that. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna pull back and use stealth to allow some of the hovercraft to come searching for me. Hopefully they will have some hard shields. Oh, so that I can refill. And they seem to have forgotten that I am here. I would really like to flank that loyalist, but it has such absurd range. And my stealth is not yet. Alright, I'm getting the flank of the loyalist. Okay, that really worked a lot better. That is not a loyalist, that is only another ultra heavy. Mission's not complete till we kill everything. I need that shield truck now. Yes, there we go. And give me your shields. Wow. Okay, so this is a bit of a challenge even with the blood mare. Clearly, my skills need some polishing. Ooh, that loyalist is no joke. What is that mounting? Some kind of incredible energy weapon. Oh yes, I should refill my ammo. There may be another tank further up ahead. There are still 30 units left in the garrison, so I am sure this will be a fight. So there are 2 exits. I think I will take the safer one because I don't want to risk any further damage. That would just... We've done enough. We've done enough. We're not getting a good multiplier. There is no sense in cranking up the money since we do not have any benefits from it. Okay. Let's get out of this map. Oh, excellent. Mission Copper Tongue in Finnish is now done, and we didn't even earn 2 million. Yeah, that's what happens when you run such a vehicle. Oh, so these upcoming missions definitely have much more opposition. Heavy Spacer, Heavy Corvid, The Void Repeats, I'm Almost in Love, and then we have these 2 other... I don't know if you could call them campaigns, but the lettered campaigns. The original lettered campaigns were for individual pilots, so I'm assuming that campaigns D, E, and F are stories of other pilots. Oh, F-Series campaign maps. Come, finest surgeons, as I step in vain, and I'll be what I am. I see, so this was added fairly recently. Okay. Well, let's exit out of the game. And to our O'Neill space station for a summary and a chat. Well, I think that was quite a riveting game of Brigador. That was a good simulation. I definitely think that towards the latter half of the plot and the game itself, the action really does pick up. Before it was simply a just running over enemies, not really caring about health. But now it's so much more challenging. I did not expect to have to use only the heaviest vehicles. Last mission, even with the blood mare. I'm sure there are good ways to snipe and to actually do it with the Toro, but I think that is I am not in the condition to do that at the present. All right. Well, I hope that anyone joining the convoy, both wingmates who trickled in on their own and those who came on the raid, I hope that you enjoyed your time here. For whatever reason, you may have enjoyed your time. It doesn't matter to me. As long as someone's happy, I am happy too. So I think I ought to at least advertise this a little bit. But tomorrow, Melchior, Alaric, and I are doing a Supreme Commander Forged Alliance collaboration. Let me post up the Twitter link to that. There it is. There we are. Oh, thank you for the compliments, wingmates. I definitely appreciate it. So there is the link to the details about that particular collaboration. It should be happening in, well, at this point, less than 24 hours. We will be on Melchior's stream, and so yeah, the Alaric's feed and my feed will be offline for the duration, simply because it is a rather intensive simulation. But it should be a good bag of fun. Supreme Commander is definitely a busy game with a lot going on, and it really can test your ability to both micro and macro manage. Although there's far less micromanaging than in a lot of real-time strategy games. Definitely there was a emphasis on the economy. All right, let's pick someone to raid in the meantime. Alas, I am not in the colony. It's simply a metaphorical representation of where I would like to be in a place with, you know, breathable atmosphere and gravity that is stable and not either at 0 or 20 gravities. So I currently have no one online in my IFF transponder logs. Wingmates, do you have any suggestions for raiders? Yes, it's a these orbital colonies are definitely a home away from home to any spacer who comes upon them in their travels, especially if none of the planets nearby are terraformed. Okay, is there anyone on the YouTube platform for a cross-platform raid? No, all of those streams were quite some time ago. Yes, I do run. I start a little bit late and I run a little bit late, but not late enough for the for Europe, or for those VTubers who operate from a European time standard to becoming awake. All right. Okay, let me attempt to pronounce this. Quackalaka. Quackalaka. Oh, that is a very interesting design. Let me Oh. Let's see. Super Mario Odyssey. Oh, there's talk of a karaoke. Interesting. Okay. Well, for anyone who is interested, please feel free to join in the raid. Wakalaka has an interesting design, and it seems like there might be some karaoke going on, so why not do that raid? let's spread the unity around. Oh yes, a raid message. I will do that once I post the raid command itself. Here we go. All right, and here is the raid message. Ah, perfect, perfect. Oh, you kiss. Well, I feel a affection towards all wingmates for being my wingmates. But I do appreciate every one of you. Nice. Yes, testing out the payload in our ground here. All right, let's go to the credits screen. Oh yeah, the singing will be happening. All right, well, here's the credits for the background music, and we have already provided the raid message, and we have selected a raid. So let's raid now because I think some singing may begin soon. Well, thank you, wingmates, for the for attending, and I hope that your propellant tanks stay topped off, that your navigation systems don't throw errors, and that you always fly safe. Good luck on the raid, everyone.